Hello out there, coming at you with the rest of the essential chords from Ted Greene's Chord Chemistry. These so-called essential chords, and we're just going to do the final page of these, which is page 15. In a previous video, I had maybe done the first couple lines. Okay, so we're essentially all this is an A minor chord. So let's take a look. We got A minor 7, 5th in the bass, root position. All those options on the E and the B string, right? A minor 7 like so. We have options on how we can finger this. We can double stop the bottom too, and Ted's recommending we try things like this, reaching for the 11, A minor 11 with the pinky, or dropping it down to the minor 3rd. Alright, let's keep it going. A minor 7, 5th in the bass, A minor 7, root in the bass. Notice what you've got up top potentially, or on the bottom. This guy, A minor 11. And you know, all these A minor 7, A minor 11 chords, they lend themselves to the minor pentatonic, right? That is all A minor pentatonic. Moving along, where are we at? Yeah, 5th in the bottom, that's a good one. And now jumping down here, A minor 11, that's root, flat 7, flat 3rd, 11. This is a nice one, easily grabbable. And Ted's giving us options, hollow notes. We're not going to look at them yet. Look at these. That's a stretchy minor 11. Now an A minor 11 with the 5th in the bass like so. How's he getting this? Yep. Oh boy. Interesting, right? There's no A in that. That's the 5th, the minor 3rd, the 11. Oh, pardon me. The 5th, the minor 3rd, the flat 7, and the 11. Forgive me my squeak. That A, right? A minor 11 to A. Here comes minor 9. Love me the minor 9 sound. Or changing areas. It's root on the bottom. Okay, now look at this ridiculous chord. Ted wants us to go like so, yeah. So that's a root position. A minor 9. Notice he's putting it above the 12th fret because to do it down here, well, actually you can use the open strings. That's cool, man. That's right, so moving along, A minor 11 like so. We can add the root like this. But notice the major, the bright sound of a minor 9 chord is there because you have a major 7 chord in the mix, in a sense. A C major sound hiding in the minor 9 sound, right? Moving along, where are we going now? We're going here. I like this chord. Especially chords where you're on the bottom few strings. This gets more meat on it, more fat. It's a good minor. What is that, a minor? I'm sorry, looking at the page, trying to see where I'm at. Oh, minor 11, yeah. D minor 11? You know, when you're hanging with these, you can move them around. Even try to do a blues with a particular shape. Alright, so that was a very short blues, just using those minor 11 chords. Check out this minor 11, right? Ted's recommending we get the root down there with our thumb. I don't like to do that. I'm going to do this. I've got my middle barring, then my ring, then my index getting the 11, my pinky reaching for the 9. It's tough. But I think given my physiology and guitar, it'd be even harder to bring the thumb around. So do what you gotta do. Change in qualities now. We're bringing in the flat 5. A minor 7 flat 5. Remember, these are also all some sort of minor 6 chord. 2, 3, and notice all the places you can put that flat 5 or the root, or he's even saying bring in the 9. That's cool. Moving along, it's also these additions on the top string, right? Tricky, tricky. Or. Alright, moving along, we got this. So now you've got the flat 5 in the bottom, right? The A minor third. Oh, wait, pardon me. A minor third. There's the flat 7. There's the flat 5. A minor third, flat 5, flat 7. Or. Moving along now, this one's got the flat 7 in the bottom, taking us through the inversions. Do your analysis, my friends. Now I like this one. Look at this root position, half diminished chord, or minor 7, flat 5. So it's a cool one. The pinky bars, flat 5, flat 7, minor third. Or C minor 6, right? Depending on the day, the hour, and more. Where are we at? Let's see if I can move us along a bit further now. Okay. I like these, right? Because they kind of link back to your typical minor shape, but you got to find that quote unquote the tritone. You got to try out the tritone. That's what I recommend to people. You don't knock it till you try the tritone. Okay. This one is a good one. Yep. A minor 7 flat 5. Same thing, octave higher, different string set. Actually not quite, never mind, that was incorrect. Here the flat 5. Is that? No, that is not the same thing. This is root. Oh, too many dots on a page. You know when you're studying TED and there's just too many dots on a page? We got the root, the flat minor third, the flat 5, the flat 7. Here we've got the root, the flat 7, the minor third, and the flat 5. Oh, it's not the same. It appeared the same, but it's a lie. I lied. I was incorrect. Moving along, check it out. We've got... And this is interesting because we might look at this shape and kind of think of sort of an E flat major or an E flat 6 kind of thing, right? But interpreted in relation to A, we've got the flat 5 on the bottom, the flat 3 is followed, then the flat 7, then the minor third. There's no A till I add it. Something to consider, right? There's a major sound hiding in the minor 7 flat 5 sound in a sense. In a sense, okay? Moving along. Oh, A minor 6 like so. That's a nice one. Moving along like so. Can you dig, right? This one? A lot of options here, right? He's trying to help us see all of our potential extensions and just little additions we can add, right, to the chord. And then where are we at? A 1, 2, A minor 6 like so, way up here. Alright, and notice, yes, this is A minor 6. What minor 7 flat 5 chord is it? It's F sharp minor 7 flat 5, also known as A minor 6. Alright. Oh, it's tight up there. I'll bring it down here. Keep it moving. I gotta get through this whole page. We're already about 10 minutes in. Look at this one. Where are we at? Oh boy, 9. Here it is. Alright, still trying to see that A minor 6 on the bottom. Where are we at? Too many dots on the gosh darn page, but we're going to do what we can. Here we go. Root position. A minor 6. That's a nice sound. Notice it shimmers. That's root 6 minor third 5. Look at this, still root position, but we dropped the 5th. This is a cool sound. Root position, oh, pardon me, not root position, but 6th in the bottom, it's a muddy chord. Or 2-5-1. Moving on back, where to now? A minor 6 like so. Oh, A minor 6-9 like so. This is stretchy town. Oh, forgive me if I've already walked you through all of these, but it's good to practice. It's good to practice, right? Look at this A minor 6. Oh boy. This is cool because the 6 is on the bottom there. That's 6, 5, flat 3, oh, pardon me, 6, root, flat 3, 5. And if you want to put some muscle in there, you can add the root. It's a great sound. Where are we going next? Okay, look at this one. This is an A minor 6-9 with the flat 3 on the bottom, like so. So how do we interpret that in relation to A, right? That's the flat 3, the 6, the 9, the 5. Does he give us anything else? Come on, teddy boy. Anything else? Oh, yes, he does, right? This? Or. All these sounds, right? Or. Alright, let's keep it going now. 1, a 2. Finding the dots. Here we go. Oh, one thing I want to say about this A minor 6-9 is you could interpret that as sort of a C major sharp 11 chord, right? C sharp 11, major 7, major 3rd there. Something to think about. Minor 6-9, major 7 sharp 11, maybe. Okay, find the dots, Jacob. 1, a 2, a 3, si, qua. This is interesting. So that's an A minor major 7 with the 3 on the bottom. Flat 3 on the bottom. Alright, that's root 5th major 7, flat 3 on the bottom. Of course, we could put the flat 3 on top and then just have a root position, A minor major 7. Yeah, I feel like a lot of players are a bit scared of these sounds because they're spooky, but they're very cool actually once you get acquainted with the ghostly nature of them and the augmented nature of minor major 7 sounds. That's right. Okay, I'm rambling. This is a good one. I use this one a lot. That one. Staircase chord, right? Pianistic, right? That's the root, the flat 3, the 5, the major 7. Alright. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay. Now Ted's calling this an A minor major 9 chord, essentially. Now remember I said there's a link between augmented sounds and major minor sounds. Well, notice here from the C, we could interpret that as just C augmented major 7. Alright, notice there's no A in this, right? So major 7 augmented equating to A minor major 7? I'm afraid so, right? That's the flat 3, the 5, the major 7, and the 9 of our A minor major 7. That's my dog perpetually making a mess and making noise. Okay, let's see, where are we going? Where are we going? Wow, we're going to this one? Are we? Yes, we are. We got the major 7 in the bottom. Alright, that's cool. Boom, boom. That's major 7, minor 3rd, 5th, 9. This is a cool sound. Since I have a low B string, I can add the root on the bottom like so. That's a cool sound. know, yeah, this can be a tonic sound, right? We can 2, pardon me, one more time. We can 2, 5, 1, and, you know, resolving to a minor major 7 sound or a minor major 9 sound. All right, 2, 5, minor major 9, 11. Perchance, perhaps, maybe persimmons. Let's keep going. Where are we at? More minor major 9 stuff, like this. That's the major 7 on the bob. In fact, it's the same thing as this, but here. All right. Can you do that? Can you go? Or can I do it? Oh, come on. Oh no. There it is. Put the root on the bottom. Oh yeah. Minor, major 9. Let's keep it rolling now. Here we go. I like this one a lot. That's a 1, flat 3, major 7, 9. And now we're changing qualities. Dominant chord. Notice these first 3 dots that Ted is showing us. Very important. People call this the shell voicing. And you could call it a root position shell of A7. The 1, the flat 7, and the major 3rd. Now look at everything around it. The 5th, the 13th, the flat 7, the root, the 9. All of that. You want to know where that is. This is going to help you spice up your dominant chords. Can you reach for that 3 or the 9 or the root or the flat 7 or the 6 or the 5 or even the 4 or the 3 or even the 2 or the 1? What's next? Okay, we're going to the inversion of the A7 like this. Whoopsie, like this. There it is. He's suggesting adding a 9. Why not? How about this A7? We should know this one. Alright? We should know that. And the options around it, the 5th on top or 5th on the bottom as my thumb plays a makeshift bass line. Oh my goodness. This one, a little more forgiveness is offered if you're not familiar with it, because it can be a bit odd. It's got the flat 7 on the bottom. Alright, that's the flat 7 5, root 3rd. Yep. You could think of this as sort of like a G6, 9, sharp 11, right? We want to see these similarities, these crossover harmonies. Draw them out there with the dogs. Chasing squirrels, I think. And now finally, this is a good one, A7. Barred all the way, you get the 6 on top. It's a good sound. Look at this inversion, interesting, a little tricky. In Ted's world, this is essential. My goodness, it's an awkward one, right? That's 3, flat 7, 5, 1. So the root's on top. You can get the 9 in there. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool sound. A7 like so. 5th on the bottom. 3rd on the bottom. Essential dominant chord inversions here. Flat 7 on the bottom. Flat 7 again, but voiced a bit differently. Now, but I'll voice it correctly. That would be good. And now we're getting into what Ted is calling A7 flat 9s. But notice that these are diminished 7th chords, right? These are all diminished 7th chords, but interpreted in the light of A. Especially the first one he gives us here. Notice all these fret markers. Let's put it at the 5th fret because that's closest to the root, but it's not the root. It's the flat 9 on the bottom, right? Then the third on the bottom. Then the fifth on the bottom. Then the flat 7 on the bottom. Right, that's if we're interpreting it in relation to A, right? Which, this is what this is, right? That's the flat 9, the major third with the ring finger, the flat 7, and the fifth on the tippity top. And if you want to find a way to get the root in, you can. Just for instance, bar, and there it is, right? In fact, that's a good test to run as you go through these, as you go through this the similarity of these diminished inversions. Can you still relate it to A and ask yourself, okay, there's the diminished sound, right? This A7 flat 9, but where's A? There's A. If I go to the next one, where's A? There it is. If I go to the next one, ooh, where's A in here? It's here, or up here. Okay. And last one, finding if we're interpreting it as a dominant chord, we want to know where the root of that dominant chord is amidst the other relationships as well. Better keep rolling here, time's a ticking. Yeah, so then Ted just takes us through different examples of this, right? Like this one. So just, these diminished A7 flat 9 relationships, right? Nothing too crazy tricky. It's a good thing to know, right? Good thing to have in your pocket to diversify your dominant 7 chord life. Look at this one. Whoopsie, there it is. And as you go, as I've said already, as you go through these diminished sounds and shapes, you want to do your due diligence and interpret the notes in relation to A, in this case, or whatever dominant chord you're using it for. Let's mosey along to a more straightforward A7 flat 9, or this one. I'm having a little trouble there. There it is. That's a tough one for me, way up here, just because it's tap. There it is. A little easier down here. Alright, but we can do it. Goodness gracious. Moving along. Okay, A7 sharp 9. I have a giant contention about this naming. I always, all the sharp 9s, I will call them flat 10s unless they really are a sharp 9. And right now we'll just say we can't be sure, because we can't, but often we can. So this is an important shape, the Jimmy shape. Alright, A7 sharp 9, flat 10. Let's try this one. What do we got? Where are we at? Oh, losing my dots. Losing my dots, forgive me. You hear all the sounds out there? All sorts of stuff going on. Boom, boom, ba-dee-dee, da-da. Ah, I see it now, it's here. Ha, ha. And notice Ted's having us interpret this sort of in relation to that typical dominant chord shape. But there we go. That's a cool sound. I really think what's going on with these sounds is the coexistence of the major and minor third, especially if A is our tonic, which after thumping on the A for 25 minutes, yeah, we're in A, believe it or not. Gosh, too many dots, Ted. Oh, look at this thing. What? A7 sharp 9, as he says, at the 16th fret, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nice. I like it. That's the third in the bottom. Could do it here. Put the root on the bottom. The 9, or the quote-unquote sharp 9. It's a flat 3. Up there, right? I like this chord. Yeah. It's a bit less obvious way up there. Moving along. 73. Moving along down Persephone, up the gate, to the lane. Too many dots and I'm going insane. We got the A7, typically called a flat sharp 5, but it's more often than not a flat 13 or a flat 6. Whole tone sound, augmented sound. Could be a melodic or harmonic minor sound in many interpretations and relationships too. Well, now we got the flat 7 on the bottom. This is a good one. You can put the 13 up there, the flat 13 on top. That's a nice sound. Where are we at now? A7 flat 5, very good. Oh, here we are. Too many dots, right? And notice you can build that off the sharp 11 or the flat 5 off of, in this case, E flat. Same shape, but the inversion. Root on the bottom, flat 5 on the bottom. And what does this mean? This means that A7 flat 5 is E flat 7 flat 5. Pretty cool. Where are we going now? Yeah, these flat 5 chords. Or is it a sharp 11? We would need some more information to talk about that. But we're not going to talk about it right now. Ba 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 ba. This is a good one. Staircase chord. That's 1. That's 3. That's flat. No, pardon me. 3, flat 5, flat 7. It's a good sound. Okay, here come the A7 flat 13s or the A7 sharp 5s with the 5th on top, right? See, that's why if the 5th's on top, it's definitely a flat 13, unless you're in a very peculiar circumstance. Look at this one. So we got the 3rd on the bottom, flat 7, root, flat 13 / sharp 5 way up there. 27 minutes. You still with me? I hope so, because why not, right? That's how you do it. Oi, is it? I hope. I'm not sure. This is what I've been doing. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Is this correct? It is. Look at this. So that's the flat 5 on the bottom. E flat A, major 3rd, flat 7. What's on top? You can do all sorts of stuff. Oh, lost my dots. There it is. Similar thing, this can go up a tritone and there's your root position. Handy dandy, right? It's funny, I don't know why Ted doesn't just lay out the sequential inversions in a purely logical fashion, right? Root position, 3rd and 1st inversion, 2nd inversion, 3rd. I don't know why, but it's just how it be with Ted, and it's fine with me, because it's okay. Okay, this situation, we still doing that A7 flat 5, we got the flat 7 on the bottom. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm pretty sure I did a whole class on this page. I thought I only did part of the page, but you know, it's good to revisit things, right? Up a tritone, what's the tritone of G? D flat. That's fun. I've heard that sound before. What is that? Okay, we gotta move along. Too many dots, too many lines. Good old root position. Got the flat. Is it the sharp 9, the sharp 9, sharp 5, or the flat 10, flat 13 on top there? Ooh, it's hot today. This is an important one. Flat 13, flat 10, or is it sharp 5, sharp 9? It depends. 3rd in the bottom. Yeah, is that right? It is. Oh, maybe it's not. Sorry, guys. Octave down. Notice the nature of this shape, this sort of clustered diagonal. You'll see this a lot with dominant chords, dominant chord inversions when the 3rd is on the bottom. That tritone relationship on the bottom. These are cool chords, and at first listen and first glance, they might feel a bit outlandish and unusable, but they are can be even practical, believe it or not. Okay, where are we at? A7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Another one of these quandaries of nomenclature with that are happening here. That's root 3, flat 13, flat 7, flat 10, flat 3. Grant me this. Or ask why, and maybe I'll make a video about it. I will one day. Here we go. A7. Some of you are going to be able to bar that. Like that. Okay, that's root flat 7, major 3rd, flat 13, flat 9. Important sound here. Are you tired of this key of A yet? My goodness. Oh, and look, I think, yeah, here we go. A7, flat 9, flat 13. This is a nice one. Right, root 3rd, flat 7, flat 9, flat 13. My goodness, the key of A. Flat 9, flat 5. Okay, flat 9, flat 5 in a different position. Look at this one, it's a nice one. How am I doing that, right? I've got my index, my middle, my ring, my index getting that 4th fret of the B string, and then my pinky getting the flat 9. This is one of a few ways to grab this one. I suppose you could do it like so. There I've got my middle barring. That's a nice one too. Or this one. Same chord, different fingering. Explore, you know, try them both. They're both awesome. Dibbity-do, moving along, come on now. Dibbity-do, moving along. A7, flat 9, flat 5. Look at this one. Okay. Interesting. This is a sort of a novel chord to me. That's the root, the flat 7, the flat 9, the flat 5. Pardon me, the root, flat 7, flat 9, flat 5, flat 7 again. Interesting. I can't help but see that E flat triad in there. Right? You could honestly just interpret this as an E flat with A on the bottom. Interesting, right? And Ted's all the perspectives we can take. If we're interpreting A as the root, this is what we get. We get an A dominant chord with a flat 9 and a flat 13 and a flat 7. Or is this just E flat with an A in there? Right? Is this E flat sharp 11? It depends. It depends. Okay. We are almost like too long now. I can't even believe if you are still here, but that's cool. If you are, I'm trying to find the dots, right? So this is the dot interlude. We'll take it to this. 3, 1, 2, 3, and A7, sharp 9, flat 5. Yep, pretty good. A9, we got an A9, flat 13 like so. Mixture of overtone and reciprocal sounds, baby. A9, flat 13 like so. That's a fun one. A9, what is this thing? A9, flat 5, here we go. Something like this. It's tricky. That's a good sound. I kind of have to do the fingering awkwardly because of the fanned frets, and when you're way up on the neck, it's actually easier for me to do it like so. And I can get back to a more traditional voicing of it as I get a bit lower. Can you believe it? We're sort of almost done. A9 flat 5, let's try it. Beautiful. A sharp 11, 9 flat 5. Cool. A13 sharp 11. Oh, that's cool and tricky. Go, Rudy, go. Right, we got the root, the flat 7, the 9, the sharp 11, and the 13. This is a cool sound. Good luck with that one. A bit stretchy, but it can be done. 2, 3. A13 flat 9. Yes. Oh yeah. A13 flat 9 like this. Uh-oh. Yeah. Got a thing for 13 flat 9 chords, baby. Yeah. How about this? 13 flat 9. Uh-oh, with the 5th in there, I don't like it. I don't know, I want that 13. Yeah. Oh, 13 flat 9 yet again. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. But I gotta do it all like this. Get the root in there. 5th. And now we're in the circus. Almost done, guys. A13, flat 10. Ooh. Okay, this is an A. Ted's calling it A augmented 11 with the potential of a 13, and it has the flat 7 on the bottom. I'm going to do it down here because I don't want to go way up there. It's okay. Okay, how about up here? Why not? Oh no. That's the flat 7, the 3, the 5, the 9, the sharp 11. This is interesting. So many shades to the sound of A. Back to the 3rd and the bottom. Oh my. Okay. A11 augmented is what Ted's calling it. That's the 3rd, the flat 7. There's our... No, what's going on here? Why am I having a... psychic seizure? Because the 5th and the augmented sound are in it at the same time? No, that's incorrect. Oh no, my on-the-fly analysis is failing. That's the 3rd, that's the flat 7, that's the 5th. I don't know why he's labeling it augmented. Oh, yeah, I don't know why he's labeling it augmented. Is that... goodness, trouble in paradise, guys. C sharp, G, E. Interesting. Yeah, I think there's a spell on this one, right? That's the 3rd, that's the flat 7, that's the 5th. Right? This is the 9. This is an A9 chord with a sharp 11. A9 sharp 11. I believe we have a misspell. Someone correct me if this is incorrect, but that's the 3rd, the flat 7, the 5th, the 9, and the sharp 11. Or the flat 5 if you wish. Whatever, we're moving on. We are moving along to this. A11, right? A11 like so. Now these are pretty suspect sounds, right? Look at this guy. Trouble a-brewing, but very revealing. This reveals that an A11 chord is just really a G triad with an A in there, right? That's the root. Let's see, that's the root, that's the 9, that's the 5, that's the flat 7. Where's the... Oh, pardon. Yeah, that's the... For goodness sake. We've got the root, the 9, the 11, and the flat 7. Root 9, 11, flat 7, or just G over A. Alright, a major triad, a whole step below the root. Where are we at? A11 like so. This is a handy dandy 11 chord. It's just the bar. Add the 13. He's calling it A13 sus. That makes sense. Look at this one. Calling it A13 sus. That's a great sound. That's root. Notice yet again, it's just a G major 7 chord with A on the bottom. Or A super duper sus 13. Now look at this. A13 sus. We're going to have the flat 7 on the bottom. It's going to look like this. Wait. Oh, yeah. This is a tricky one. Tricky. Okay. This is root, it's root position. You got the 1, the 11, the flat 7, the 9, the flat 5, the flat 7, Yep. And if you wish, you can add the 9. No, is that... Oh, where are you? There it is. I added the flat 9. Now there's a way to grab a 13 chord on the guitar, and it's tricky. This is an A13 sus, is what Ted's calling it. And this is something you'll see on the guitar. To get a sus sound, you can just bar across sets of fourths, right? Bring it down here. Is that right? Looking for the dots. Forgive me, where are these dots? Oh boy. Yep. Oh, I didn't add the 9, I added the root, pardon me. Alright. Yeah, not the 9. You could add the 9 with the bar. There, we're adding the 9. But the 9 is already in there with the index. Oh, come on now. It's a cool sound. My gosh, are you still with me? I can't believe it. Am I even still with me? I don't know. Cha-cha. A13 sus, like so. This is nice. A7 sus. Look at this. Ted's calling this an A7/11. How do we get this? 2, 3, and... Interesting. That's the 11 flat 7, 3rd, and 5th. So a rootless voicing. Now this one, we've got the 11 on the bottom. This is interesting. There's the root, flat 7, major 3rd. Interesting. And Ted is suggesting even bringing in the flat 9 somehow. Or the 13. Interesting, right? Very unique way to play an A13 chord. Okay. A7 with the old 11 and the 13, maybe? Right. A11. Right, instead of the 3rd down here, we have the 11. Ooh, A13 like so. Flat 7 on the bottom. I use this one a lot now. I didn't before studying Ted. A13 like so. And we are at the last line of this page. If you're still here, you're officially here. 2, 1, 2, 3, and A13. A13 like so. 9, 3, 13. Look at this A9. This is a bit tricky, but why not? It's pretty cool. That's the root, the 5th. Root 5th 9, root 5th 9, 3, root 5th 9, 3, flat 7. And, oh, important shape here, 3rd on the bottom, A9. You might recognize that shape as a minor 7 flat 5 chord. Lo and behold, it's an A9. Ha ha ha. A13 like so. Oh, it looks like this. It's a bit stretchy. Here it is. Ted has us doing it up here, because why not? Oh, forgive me. Come on, thing. Dot, dot, dot. Because it's Tricky Town. Or 3rd on the bottom. My goodness, moving along. Okay, this is cool. This is an A13. With the 3rd on the bottom, if we get really stretchy, we can add the root. Right, that's 1, 3, 5. Oh my goodness, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 9, 5. Where's the 13? Is there a 13 in here? I do not know. Why did I think there was? The potential of the 13, I see. It's essentially an A9. And we're just going to move along because, holy moly. A9 like so. 13. Now here's a cool A13. Look at this thing. We've got the something like this. Why is this cool? Well, there's no A in here, right? We have the flat 7. We have the 9. Is that right? I think it is. Yes, it is. We have the 9. We have the major 3rd. That's cool, that sound between the major 3rd and the 9. the 3, 9, flat 7, 1. But notice there's no 1 in here, which defines the sound, really. Or it certainly helps shape that sound. What defines a sound is you're listening to it, okay? And there's your 13, your F sharp with your middle finger. Notice you could interpret that as a G major 7 sharp 11. Anyway, holy moly, we're 3. My favorite chord's coming up. I'm really psyched. My favorite chord is coming up, but before we get there, we got to play this A major 7 augmented chord. Very important sound. I guess it's essential. And this A augmented sound. Heck yeah. And this A augmented sound. And now, my favorite chord. Yes. I'm going to play it. Here we go. Let's play it together. Ready? We're going to play it right now. And that is my favorite chord to play. I love that chord. So, play that chord, get good at that chord. I'd really recommend you spend some time with that chord. Okay, and it's amazing how it informs every other chord. It's amazing. Now with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. If you're here at 47 minutes, I ought to shake your hand. So there you go. Yeah, if you want to study with me, check down there below. I'm pretty sure there's an option now to study with me. Just to book a lesson, to book one lesson to radically, utterly, totally, purely, pristinely transform everything about what you take yourself to be as a being in the land of music. Okay? One lesson, one life, one love. Catch you later. Thanks for being here. Adios.